Jackson Square in New Orleans, Louisiana, a focal point of this world-class destination and a place where history is honored. But just 4.5 miles away, there is a place where history was made. And that's where we're going, to St. Bernard Parish. Just 12 minutes away from the heart of the French Quarter is Araby, the 6th fastest growing suburb in these United States. Drive 2 more minutes and you're at the Chalmette battlefield, where American destiny was manifested and the legend of Andrew Jackson became statue-worthy. But New Orleans' most historic neighbor isn't stuck in the past. It's creating new stories today.
Come with me if you want to live.
It doesn't look like it, but this is where the magic happens?
This is where the magic happens. We've had several television shows and feature films, starting with Deepwater Horizon was in here.
To tell the new stories of St. Bernard, it takes time to savor the taste.
No, the sloppier the better. I'm licking that off. None of that's going on a napkin.
It takes time to uncover the secrets.
But don't tell Mommy.
Okay.
All right? Because it's Sugar Fest.
Okay.
No rules. All sugar, all the time.
Okay.
It is a journey worth taking.
I need an ice pack.
It's a short trip to adventure in St. Bernard, but be prepared. You're going to want to stay a long time.
I got 5 more minutes till I get gone. And there ain't no changing the road I'm on.
If I was going to discover why St. Bernard is on the move, I needed an education. First stop, Nunez Community College, where my questions would not only be answered, but I would learn that Nunez is part of the answer, partnering with nearly 50 area businesses to deliver programs like aerospace manufacturing technology and coastal studies. This institution of higher learning is moving lives forward. Nunez is also home to historian, author, professor, and friend Ron Chapman, the man who knows why St. Bernard is the Big Easy's most historic neighbor.
Actually, because it has such a rich history and such a close connection to the city of New Orleans. It goes back. There were land concessions here in St. Bernard at the very beginning.
Its most known connection to its upriver compatriot is also its most misunderstood. On January 8, 1815, in the fields of Chalmette, the Battle of New Orleans was fought between 2 mismatched foes. The battle-seasoned British, who outnumbered the ragtag American forces led by one Andrew Jackson.
It was such a critical battle. Too many people argue that it took place after the war. It didn't, because the original treaty does not come into effect till it's ratified. Ratified means signed by the king, signed by the president, passed by the Senate, and exchanged. It took a while for that to happen. And the British had strong intentions, it appears from the records, to take New Orleans and give it back to Spain. Had that happened, it would have repudiated the Louisiana Purchase, and God knows what effect that would have had on overall history of America, simply because they wouldn't have had Western territories to move into. Jackson became president because of this. He was an unknown militiaman.
So, no victory in Chalmette, no Jackson Square. No manifest destiny, no Purple Mountain majesty. And you can forget about your amber waves of grain. So, is St. Bernard the most important area in American history?
That would be a bit of a reach, because I'm sure other places would disagree. But I think let's put it this way, it's very significant to American history overall, and sadly it never really gets the credit it's due. The Battle of New Orleans used to be celebrated like July 4th before the Civil War, and it hasn't since.
At the Chalmette battlefield, the improbable American triumph is still celebrated every year in the shadow of the Victory Monument. Like a tribute band, this historic encore takes the stage in full regalia, taking us back to a time when what happened here united a nation. If you don't have your own buckskin or musket, you could still take part in this celebration of the American victory at the Battle of New Orleans.
In 1814, Jackson took a little trip down the mighty Mississippi.
so I could strip. That's right, America. I'm running the Jackson Day race. But like the British Army before me, I had miscalculated my enemy. The distance of the race is 9 kilometers, or under America's imperial system, about 6 miles. Confusing my conversions, I thought the race to be only a 6K, or about 3 miles plus. Mistake! The difference is about 2 miles. 2 long miles, without any training. And these legs are not going to be able to handle this 9K. We run for America. Luckily for these legs, the New Orleans Track Club is running this event.
The New Orleans Track Club is open to all and anybody that wants to join, all fitness levels, all ages, and we're here to just provide a healthy way to get active but also enjoy themselves, and also to kind of create a little community for people to make friends, come out, build relationships out here.
Now well into its 2nd century, the Jackson Day race is the oldest road race in the South and the 5th oldest in these United States. Recently, the race came home to St. Bernard Parish.
It was great to have it in this parish where the actual battle took place.
All right, Alpha to run, go! Have a 112th running of the Jackson Day run. All right, y'all can start singing also.
So the runners are so excited to actually run through the battlefield where there's reenactors out there camping out, and you're running by the monument, and they're very excited about that aspect.
As excited as some runners were, the track club was even more pumped about its welcome.
St. Bernard Parish has been such a joy to work with. They have laid out the red carpet for us. They've gone beyond of what any other parish has done for us. So it's been great to be a part of this with them.
As I ran, if that's what you call it, I wondered about the battle. And if America won, why do we still use an imperial system of measurement? And why didn't I learn the metric system? Those thoughts soon disappeared with the morning haze as I marveled at the 500 fellow pavement pounders running in the footsteps of legend and lore.
So nice to run along St. Bernard Highway and go into the battlefield. You just have that sense of history, and it's just a great place to bring the family.
The race attracts contenders from far and wide, including North Dakota native and this year's first place finisher, Kevin Carollo.
It was amazing. I'm so elated. I didn't think I was going to win. It was just great to be out there. I love the New Orleans Track Club. Oh, it's just you can see it's just a great feel, a great vibe.
A weekend in Louisiana in January, combined with the race's history, makes it a perfect retreat.
It's like the Boston Marathon of the South, you know, the history. It's just a gorgeous event.
Even as glory passed me by, the post-race party was a prize for all who battled the miles, complete with the taste of Louisiana.
Is it the personal reward of doing your best? No, the personal reward is right here. It's Rocky and Carlos mac and cheese. Look at this. This is why we run it.
Regardless of your time, the renowned rations after a run through this legendary landscape makes for an epic day.
I don't think it can get better than today. So but I'll definitely be back.
Everybody wins at this Battle of New Orleans, even the British and their metric system, making it the best winter race by a mile, or 1.6 kilometers. Escaping the ordinary may be as easy as riding a bike, and this self-propelled escape through the unique beauty of Louisiana has drawn over 250 riders to St. Bernard Parish on this November morning.
We have people from Virginia, California, Tennessee, Texas, Mississippi, Chicago. A lot of people really came into St. Bernard Parish to make this event part of a vacation.
The allure of the Tour da Parish was enough for me to do something I had not done since I got my driver's license. Ride a bike for multiple miles.
Emergency contact. Yes. Sounds like a fun day.
I'm here to get on my bike and ride.
Are you really riding? I'm riding.
Really?
Really?
Well, because you're wearing board shorts, that's why I was asking.
I didn't know I was supposed to buy gear for this. It's just a leisurely ride. Is this a serious race?
This isn't a race. This is a ride.
This is a ride, yeah.
We're going out to have fun.
I guess it's not a race, but I'm sure people will ride fairly fast because they're,
Fast is fun.
Fast is fun, and slow is
Also
fun. More time for beer drinking.
Yeah.
How you ride is not important. This non-competitive bike ride offers something for all.
We have, 4 different routes. So we have 10, which is your more social rider, and we go up to 59, which are your avid cyclists.
Is there anything I should be worried about?
Do you have bike shorts on?
So chafing.
Underneath, yeah, chafing. You should be worried about chafing if you're wearing just those shorts.
It's the things I don't tell you.
Chafing for PBS.
Starting at the Islanos Museum, cyclists get a taste of Louisiana's Spanish heritage before heading out on this out-of-the-ordinary track.
Go, go.
So today, really what our riders are going to experience is the scenic byways of St. Bernard Parish.
Maybe I was a little out of my element, but by bike, the surroundings of South Louisiana's wetlands seemed more striking, the land more haunted, the sky more alive.
They're going to be riding along the bayou on the bank. They're going to see shrimp boats. They're going to see people out there trawling for shrimp. And so it's really an authentic St. Bernard experience to see those fishing communities, serve as the main platform for this ride.
For renowned artist and cycling enthusiast Matt Renard, the tour's proximity to both New Orleans and the splendor of nature is a draw.
From my gallery, which is in the heart of the French Quarter, right by St. Louis Cathedral, will be about 15, 20 minutes. People don't take advantage of the proximity of where we live. And there's so much to see and all the different species of birds and stuff that are around. And other people in all these urban areas would kill to see what we see that is just, 15, 20 minutes away from our doorstep.
Because you're taking in as much scenery as you are, and it's such a beautiful ride to experience, you don't feel the 10 miles go by. And so we'll actually have a couple of our 10-mile riders probably end up extending into the 16-mile because there's just so much to see and take in.
Was it the villages and vistas? Was it the endorphins? Whatever it was, I opted to keep on cycling.
It looked a lot shorter on the map than it is.
Pedaling to the end of the world.
The end of the world is actually the end of the world. It is where Delacroix Highway stops. There's a big sign that says end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I can't feel my legs.
We tell people, the riders who participate, hey, we're going to the end of the world, and at first they're a little confused until they see it.
So that was 16 miles. Some of these guys are doing, 35, 59, but they also have padded shorts. The padding and the shorts are key.
Look what I got.
And then I met Janice.
I would have done the 60-mile ride, but I don't want to get in too late and have all the food be gone.
And discovered the real key to cycling.
And I'll tell you what the key is. Once you can ride 25 miles, the sky is the limit.
Because your lower extremities are completely numb by then, right?
No, you just get intoxicated by everything that you see. My kids, let me tell you, my kids used to say, when mama doesn't get a chance to ride on the weekends, it's not gonna be a good week.
How old are your kids?
My kids, let's see, my daughter's 58 and my son is 55. Yeah, my kids, they're still my kids.
They're kids. So you're gonna suggest that I buy biking shorts with maybe a pad?
Oh, you don't have a pad? Absolutely.
Pad or not, I'm following Janice and living the adventure of the Tour da Parish.
I'm following you.
Okay, you can do it, I'm telling you.
In the words of Thornton Wilder, theater is the greatest of all art forms, the most immediate way in which a human being can share with another the sense of what it is to be a human being. Every summer at the Performing Arts Academy, this theater is also creating magic.
Being a part of a theatrical production, whether you're on stage or behind stage, is kind of like learning how to be a professional magic maker. And what kid doesn't want to learn to do that, right? The special effects of life.
This magic is real and contagious.
We've had as many as about 120 actors, plus 30 to 40 tech students. So this is like an ant-hive of talent.
Getting them to do something over the summer that allows them to experience wonderful magic, you know, and stage light and, you know, wigs and makeup and costumes. If it's just like removing them a little bit from ordinary life into something beautiful and magical, we're doing something good, you know.
The good that is being shared not only provides extensive theatrical training, it shines a spotlight on the talent within each student.
When a young person can discover a worth, an ability, or a talent within them, you're creating the development of a human being, and it's life-changing. No kid's ever going to become a computer wizard without a computer. Well, no kid is ever going to be a great performer without an opportunity to have both audience and platform.
In St. Bernard Parish, the platform for performance is the Chalmette High Cultural Arts Center.
This theater is in a high school, and it is amazing.
This is awe-inspiring.
It is amazing. It is truly a wonderful building. It's so well thought out. The technology that's over your head and around you in this space is absolutely amazing. But you know, Tom, all of that pales in comparison to the amazing tech students that will literally bring this building to life. And then once those actors and actresses come on this stage to begin to sing, act and dance, you haven't seen anything yet. Wait till these kids rock this for you.
You went jazz hands.
You did too much? Sorry.
For over 40 years, it's never too much when it comes to the kids for Charles Cassar. And with opening night for the musical Once Upon a Mattress just a day away, his excitement cannot be contained.
Children have gifts. Children have talents. And sometimes the missing piece is a place to do it right. I realized early on, if we're asking kids to say no to things that aren't good, we certainly need to give kids an opportunity to say yes to those things that are amazing. And that's what part of what this building's all about. What's so amazing is year after year, we're discovering new levels of how best to use it, how best to give kids an opportunity to both discover their performing talent and their tech talents.
For two members of the Academy's artistic team, this is personal. They are both graduates of Chalmette High and daughters of Charles Cassar.
It is not the theater that we grew up performing in, but we like to think about the fact that we were part of the generation that helped pave the way and pave the vision for our administration to feel like this was a good way to invest funds.
The dream of a state-of-the-art theater and teaching facility in St. Bernard would have seemed impossible in the wake of Hurricane Katrina.
Imagine 2005. The decimation of this community was beyond anyone's imagination.
There was not a home, a church, a school, a building, a business that was not affected. And we knew that the school system was what would bring the people back.
No matter where you live, nature is going to come calling. It's inevitable. What matters is, how does your community answer that call?
But you know, I think people underestimated our people here in St. Bernard, and especially our people here within our school system.
Within 3 years of that, a school board and Doris Voce, as superintendent, made the absurd or absolutely divine and visionary decision to build this amazing, phenomenal structure. And it has begun to pay off
year after year.
So what we decided to do was to offer every child magnificent opportunities and to produce a physical facility that was second to none in this state.
That investment continues today.
She recognizes the value of an enrichment program in a child's life.
And to that, I also think it's partly the community has recognized that this is such a big part, basically, of our students' lives.
Through the graciousness of our school system and those community supporters, the kids that come here come to an amazing experience. No one is ever denied the opportunity to do things because of lack of money.
So while it was an extremely difficult time, it further reinforced and brought our community together. And we knew that we could survive, and we knew that we could rebuild.
You passed!
Every summer, the community comes together to volunteer to help put on this play.
The places that volunteers are involved they're prolific. From serving dinner and cooking dinner.
To our carpenters, to the people that work in our costume shop.
To the orchestra.
Right, yeah, because we have a full-fledged, basically volunteer orchestra, which is so amazing.
This community also created a desire for others to answer the call.
I realized that I was extremely passionate, I think, about this area, about cultivating the kids in this area to help them move forward in the next phase.
I had this epiphany at one point that truly everything in my life has led to preparing me for this moment. And it's a very humbling and exciting thing all at once, that when you feel like truly you're where you're supposed to be.
Their mother, Pam Kassar, who manages the costume shop, and their father could not be more proud of where their daughters are.
Think about that expression, giving someone a piece of bread or teaching someone to make bread. My two daughters are helping kids make bread. The kids that are here, these young people in 25 years, are going to be shakers and movers, world changers.
Our kids are getting a positive experience, and that positive experience is going to help fortify them in their self-confidence, making them better and more confident individuals. And so they're able to do that and show that to other people, and therefore hopefully go on and be productive and amazing members of society.
What a genuine princess.
So in addition to dazzling audiences and exploring the world of performing arts, these students are learning what community truly means.
Our kids realize a $40,000 to $60,000 summer show does not happen without a lot of people doing a lot of things. And there would be no program if it weren't for those young people who want to do it. So it's a togetherness. It is a real magical togetherness that needs to take place.
The magic of the Performing Arts Academy doesn't always happen in the glare of the spotlight.
In your community, there are talented young people waiting for someone to open a magic door. And this program has kind of opened the magic door to see and to encourage the talent that's within so many.
You might find it hard to believe, but even with all this positivity happening in St. Bernard, there is still a place where you can experience true Delta blues.
The only place to get the blues in St. Bernard is definitely at Dockville at Blues, Brews and BBQ.
The name says it all: blues, brews, and barbecue. And every fall, music, craft beer, and pitmaster's perfection greet local visitors. Here, the smoke of smoldering meat ascend as guitar riffs soar over the beauty that is Dockville Farms. Dockville is the home base of the Muro Foundation, which sponsors many local resources, including the benefactor of this festival, Leadership St. Bernard.
The Mirror Foundation likes this event because it's a family-friendly event that brings the community together in one common goal to support Leadership St. Bernard.
Mirror Foundation is an amazing community partner. I really don't know what we would be without them, from donating property for middle schools or elementary schools in the parish, or having this facility open to our parish for government or community events. So we're truly blessed to have them as part of our community.
Don't let the 12-bar blues fool you. This is a celebration of culture and community.
St. Bernard is really about bringing family together. That's what we do. That's what we've done for generations.
This is really a true Louisiana event.
And in Louisiana, like everything we do blues a little different.
Louisiana blues is different because we got more soul. We sneak in there those Louisiana beats, and those second line beats, and it's just, it's Louisiana. It's different than anywhere else, You can go other places and listen to blues, and it's okay. But it's not Louisiana blues.
And Harvey knows the blues.
The blues band is really, in my mind, not a real blues band that's got a harmonica player on it.
And Harvey knows the harmonica.
The harmonica is the only instrument that you can't see what you're doing. And it's the only instrument you can blow and suck on. And you can't look down and, well, do this, and you can't look at your keys. It all comes from here. Practice. I don't expect you to do that, but eventually you can get there, okay?
Every year, he teaches what he knows to kids of all ages.
We're gonna blow out 3 notes. 1, 2, draw. Because every year I'll have a parent come from a kid that was here a few years ago and says, I want to thank you because now my child is playing guitar, playing keyboards, playing drums. They got interested in music.
For the first ones there who want to play the blues, the fest hands them a harmonica for free. Students provide the breath.
Not too fast.
This kid here was ready to learn the blues harp, though my mouth had a lot to learn.
I just need some oxygen right now. Some serious
oxygen. I'm going to teach you. And you're going to be good because I know you can swing your hips and it sounds like you got a good voice. I bet you can sing. So I think you'll be good. Matter of fact, we're going to get you on stage when we're done. Okay, this is it. Where's my split point?
With Harvey's patience, teaching ability, and obvious lack of judgmental hearing, soon the students playing around started to play a song.
All right, we're going to try it again. You guys just did 12-bar blues. We're going to try it one more time. Ready?
How good is this harmonica master? This Yoda of the blues harp?
One lesson, I'm up on stage. That's it. One lesson.
The one thing I learned for sure is that the harmonica plays the blues so well because it hides the smile behind it. And there was a lot of smiling going around. At Blues, Brews, and BBQ, you can experience the blues in the key of St. Bernard.
St. Bernard is on the move and growing daily, so we definitely don't have the blues in St. Bernard.
If, as they say, blues is the foundation of all American pop music, then community is the foundation of St. Bernard's remarkable revitalization. And on this fall day at Dockville, they are both celebrated. Our year-long celebration and adventure continues on the next Go Coast as we discover why everyone is singing the praises of St. Bernard.
St. Bernard! St. Bernard!
Even if they can't sing.